Hello everyone, welcome to MJ Hobby Corner. I'm Martin here in our winter studio, and today I want to give a very loud shout out to Terrainaholic, who actually they sent us a big box of goodies. There's a lot of stuff in here. It's like wow. So I'm gonna do a little unboxing. We're gonna see what's inside, and yeah, it's such a awesome thing when you get this kind of support. So I'm very, very grateful to Terrainaholic. Now, without further ado, let's look what's in the box. And if you guys hear any strange noises, well, that's my cat Simon. He's around here and he's doing stuff. Okay, so here are some of the stuff, and I probably won't be able to go through everything. There really is a lot of stuff, but one of the things that really caught my eye was the ancient Egyptian infantry boxes. We have ancient Egyptian cavalry, more chariots here. We have royal guards, more warriors. We have an army here. These are by Caesar Miniatures, so these are different manufacturers. We'll open up a few of them so that we can see what they're like. We have Nubian warriors, which I've never had. And these are like Egyptian mercenaries. So basically, now I can really play games like Of Gods and Mortals. I didn't really have an Egyptian army. One of the interesting things is that I used to have these models and these models, and one of these models, I believe it was this one, and I lost them during one of my moves. So, and I was always bummed out that, oh, I would like to replace those, and I never did. So here we are. Now I got not only the kits that I lost, and then some, you know? So games like Of Gods and Mortals, games like Broken Legions, which is an alternate history game, would go perfect with these miniatures. And they're just in the right scale. These are 1/72 scale, which I really love. Okay, so this one is by Zvezda, and Zvezda is one of my favorite 1/72 scale miniatures line. So we see all of the contents of the box here. And we have, here is one of the sprues. Okay, so we have Egyptian warriors with various weapons. And yeah, very cool, very cool. I remember this kit, and I was so bummed when I lost it. We have archers here. We have a few warriors. So I have to put these together. There we go. That's much better than trying to put them over the box. There's Simon's feet. He's exploring with me here. Yes, Simon loves it when I get goodies, right, Simon? Let's just look at these again. Okay, under a little bit of better lighting. There we go. All right, so these are the Egyptian warriors by Zvezda. Let's look at the Egyptian warriors. This is the heavy infantry with archers by Caesar Miniatures. Okay, so we have some of the heavy infantry. These are from Caesar's Miniatures. So very cool. They're very clean miniatures. And yes, that is Simon. Oh, thank you, Simon. Really, thank you. So very cool miniatures. I really like Caesar miniatures quite a bit. Now, if we compare it to one of the archers from... Yeah, Simon is making a bit of a mess here. Simon! Yeah, he's all excited. He loves miniatures. I think he's a wargamer. All right. Excuse you, Simon. Okay, so we looked at Zvezda. We got Caesar miniature. I found this guy in the box. I don't know where he belongs, but he's a very cool miniature. I'm going to have to fix him a little bit. His spear broke. So here are the rest of Caesar miniatures. And just to give an example, this is the Undead box that I purchased a couple of years back. And it actually came with extra figures that are not normally in the kit. So they're very, very good. They're a good miniatures company. Now I have an entire Egyptian army. The cool thing is that I can take my Anubis warriors that we see here, 172 scale by alliance. And these Anubis warriors can now either be part of this army or they can be against this army. So, okay, and here's like a Nubian archer. Let it focus. Very nice miniatures. Very nice miniatures. I would paint these as they are as best I can historically. And then, you know, they can be in fantasy games, any kind of tribal society. I wonder if I can play Ghost Archipelago with these some of these miniatures. If I look into my collection of 172 scale and see if I can come up with ways of, you know, playing a game like that, that would be cool. We'll see. Definitely very, very cool miniatures, Nubian warriors. And these Nubian warriors by Caesar Miniatures are going to go great with my camel riders. I have a whole unit of these camel riders by Hat. So very, very cool. Okay, as Simon inspects the rest of the collection here, there is a lot of stuff. I think what I'm going to do is make another video and make a couple of more videos where I show the progress, what I'm doing with each of the miniatures, and maybe show some painted ones. Here's more Egyptian cavalry by the company Nexus. It's an Italian company. It is distributed by Italeri, and I really like the horse details on this one. I like what the horses are wearing, and these are all chariots. Now I have Indian chariots in my collection, so I can add some Egyptian chariots. I have a nice little chariot collection now, which is great because I never had chariots. This is Mighty Armies by Mongoose Publishing, and I have heard of Mongoose Publishing, but I never heard of these little box sets. Now this is an entire game in a box. Pull it out. A game in a box. This box has rules. Okay. So it has a stats card, Barbarian Warband reference sheet. Oh, look at that. It has reindeer pulling chariots. Yay, more chariots. Oh no, Julie's going to want to make this an elf army. I better hide it. Okay, so we have rules for the game. So you buy a box, you have your rules, you have your stats, and you have your miniatures and dice, and there's even like a plastic ruler in there. So very cool. I have a whole little army. Now, I think what I'm going to do, because these guys could definitely work with my Splinter Light miniatures. I think my Battle Valor miniatures, a lot of them are big. I could use my Orkians from Battle Valor, which are big orcs, and that'll work well. So even if they're bigger, that's okay because they're meant to be big orcs. So I can use them and try out these rules. Or I can use my Splinter Light miniatures and actually add to this warband. And Julie can use it as a Forces of Nature warband because I do have elves. Oh, those elves. And so she can use it. So that would be really cool. I got to paint these up. And I really like the concept of, you know, army in a box with your rules, ready to play. Somebody else gets, you know, a box, they can play. That was something that we saw in Warmahordes, where you bought the battle boxes, and then you had like a simple little booklet that gave you all the rules, and somebody else bought their battle box, and then you just played, right? So same idea here, but this is really, really cool, and I'm liking the miniatures as well. So I'm going to do another video on this, and who knows, maybe I'll see. This is from 2004. I'm going to have to check it out. If you guys know anything else about Mighty Armies or where I can get maybe another box, let me know. Otherwise, I can use my 15 millimeter, the stuff that I already have for Splinter Light miniatures, and just use the rules in this little booklet. How often in a role-playing game do I want to play a throne scene with Julie, or simply, have a person that is lying down relaxing rather than pointing a knife at you? So it's great to have civilians. This is life, ancient life by Nexus 172 scale, and you get all the things you see here. And I mean, for a role-playing game, this is great. Okay, so we have a 172 scale medieval fortress by Mini Art. I'm going to try to speed this up a little bit. Wow, okay, so we have the instructions, and we have the castle. Look at that, 172 scale. Julie, get ready. You're going to have a castle, and I'm going to lay siege on it. Or maybe it's the other way around. Maybe she'll lay siege on my castle. We all know how Julie beats me in every game. Okay, these sprues seem similar. Very cool, very cool. So I'm trying to see. There's wall sections, there's towers, there's a gatehouse. I'll have to see. It's probably a... Sorry, guys. Here we go. When in doubt, look at the instructions. Okay, so we have a wall I see. Okay, wall section. Some towers there. There we go. It's a full castle. It's a full castle. So yes, the gatehouse. We have another tower here. Okay, perfect. Perfect with the ladders. Perfect. Game coming up. A Combat Command Micro Armor by the company GHQ. Now, this is 1:85 scale, which is 6 millimeters. Here it is, 1:85 scale. So 6 millimeter armor, and these are Russian main battle tanks. And some painting also. Here are the tanks, and again, I'm not going to take these out right now, but look at that, just metallic armor, a bunch of micro armor. Oh, definitely I will find use for these, and I can mix these with my scratch build armor that I'm working on. And maybe I can make some tiny walkers. Who knows? I can use these with my hexes. I have Hero Quest hexes. I have a whole bunch of them. Set up a little table, and we can actually do some hex combat with micro armor. Very, very cool. I'll put the link to the company that I found in the description. And finally, we have two beautiful ship models by Lindbergh, and these are display models. So I think I'm going to build these as display models and put them in the studio. Here is the Flying Dutchman, and so it has glowing parts. Very cool, very cool. I love it. So two large ships, and I love ships, so that's perfect. What do you think, Simon? You want to be a pirate? Oh, guess not. He's just relaxing. Well, folks, that was all. I know I get a little bit excited when I look at goodies, but many thanks to Terrainaholic. Both of them, they mailed this box to me, and when I saw the actual size of this thing, I was like, whoa. And it's happened in the past. Obviously, we don't expect that kind of support from anyone, but when it happens, it's wonderful. We've had several supporters already donate collections, and we appreciate all of them because I use them. I do use them in all of my games. So Terrainaholic, you'll probably see some of this stuff starting to appear in future games. And of course, I'll have more videos as I begin to prepare some of this stuff, particularly the Egyptian armies. And I'll show you how I'm going to mix it with some undead and all that other good stuff. So I'll talk to you in the next video. And guys, take care of yourself. Oh, by the way, gaming library. I'm actually redoing the studio. This is my winter studio, my little one. redid everything as of last night. Now I have my library organized, organizing all of the crafting area. It'll help a lot, I think, for work purposes. Have a good one, folks, and I'll see you in the next video.